Good morning, everybody. It's beautiful Wednesday. I'm calling this Warm-Hearted Wednesday, and it's the 29th of July. Can't believe that we're so far into the year. And I've been doing this now since March, so hopefully it's been helping people to feel a bit more upbeat. And I feel good about doing this topic today, as I have to feel upbeat, as upbeat as possible, because I am going to the dentist later this afternoon. But of course that means that I'll have my beautiful smile back, hopefully, by Friday. Now, there's repeated messages today, and there's probably repeated messages throughout all the videos. And I keep thinking, oh, I'm like a broken record. But actually, by repeating these things, hopefully, they're becoming good habits for you, and therefore they're making you feel better. In fact, I was listening to the news that I know I've said to people, don't listen to negative things at all. Try and catch up with the news when you can. I'm sometimes feeling that all the news on coronavirus and other things, it's just making us even more uncertain, and we're getting more anxious and stressed. And it's very difficult. I just want to switch off all of that. I know that it's also bringing out the worst in people. It seems to be, fortunately, we have kind-hearted people, warm-hearted people around, but there are still people who are, it's always their rights, they're banging on about their rights, they have a freedom of choice and they need to be able to use, whether they use the masks or not, and there's so many things going on. To me, if you can even think, when immediately you think if you've got a right, think of the consequences of your actions, the accountability and the responsibility. That just seems to fly out the window. Anyway, enough of my high horse here. It's definitely been broken record moments throughout all my videos. And I've tried throughout the videos to keep as positive as possible. And especially now, I think it's more so in these uncertain times, and we need to be positive. So we need to speak about and stay uplifted and positive. Some and many of my videos have ended up, or throughout the videos, I've ended up with the words smile, and it costs you nothing, and laughter is the best medicine. So it's no surprise that this morning the first tips are smile and laugh. Now, however, you may you may know someone, or you might be someone that is naturally excited and joyful about life. But I'm sure that you also know some people that it's very difficult not to be affected by all the negative energy around. You also know that if you meet someone with positive energy, you feel so uplifted. You may have a fleeting moment even of how they can, maybe a negative fleeting moment of how can they be so joyful in these uncertain times, or in these difficult times. But don't worry, you can actually learn how to be joyful and excited and have a passion for life. What you need, of course, is courage and resilience. So you need the courage to smile. When you smile, you're immediately more approachable, and you actually feel better yourself. When you don't feel like smiling, take a moment, just a split second, to think about something that you're grateful for and smile. You really will feel better. Now, look at your gratitude list. I hope that some of you have a gratitude list. If you don't, please start one or add to it. Now, I suggest that every day you try to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And when you look at this list, you will just immediately change your emotional state, and you'll become more positive, and you'll actually feel more calm. Now, a wee story here was I became really agitated this week when I was trying to finish the final proof of my book, and I'm really excited about this. It's going into print soon, so it will be available soon. But I was getting really agitated because every time I typed something, like my fingers seemed to move, and it typed the wrong thing, it jumped a page, it gave me a new page. I mean, I was really getting irritated, and it just resulted in me being even more hitting other keys. I mean, it was horrendous. So when it was, instead of moving a line, it moved a page. So I was getting more irritated, more frustrated with myself, but only for a moment. I was just thought I have to take my own advice. And what I did was I sat back and I smiled and even laughed at myself. And of course, I took 3 deep breaths. And of course, immediately I felt calmer. And a smile is like your own air conditioning in your brain. It's like cools down your brain. It cools down that irritation, that frustrated feeling. And it's just amazing. And it's just try it. It's just stunning. So if you ever get irritated and frustrated, we all do. I mean, it can be with anything, with the kids, with yourself, doesn't matter. Kind of take a deep breath or 3 deep breaths and smile or laugh. Just kind of do that and you immediately feel calmer. It's wonderful. Have the courage to laugh at yourself, not at others. Join in laughter with others, but not at others. When you laugh, as I did this week, I realised that I actually became more focused and alert with what I was doing. So try it. You're more productive, you're more enthusiastic, and you have more energy. And it reduces tension and anxiety. And it even increases your blood circulation. So you overall feel better about yourself. I've talked in previous videos about effective listening, my effective listening model and the 4 steps. You can look back at that. But today, this time I'm going to ask you to listen to your feelings. Take a moment to listen to your own feelings. Be aware of how you feel. Ask yourself how you feel. Are you sad? Are you hurt? Are you frightened? Are you angry? Are you happy? Are you glad? Now, you should also do this when you start doing this to yourself. You actually become quite adept at listening to how the feelings of others. And we're just so often focused on ourselves that we forget to truly listen to how others around us are feeling. So try this. It relates well to my FASA. Remember that? Not the F, the horrible word, but the focus, the full attention. Fully focus and notice what you are doing. And actually also focus on who you are with. Now, I know throughout this I've said avoid negative people. And that is very difficult if you're living with someone or working beside colleagues who are negative. It can actually, it affects you and it drains you. So take yourself off. I've talked a lot in these videos to take yourself off to the bathroom, take yourself off to somewhere you can be alone and just take 3 deep breaths, smile, laugh. And better still, of course, try to be with positive people who also can smile and laugh. Now, I've talked also through these videos about letting go. Don't try to control everyone around you. It's impossible and you can't do it anyway. The only person you can change is you. You can't change other people. I'm hoping by all these videos and all my tips and tools that I can change other people who use them. If they use them, they will change, but I can't force them to use them. You know, you can take a horse to water. You can't force it to drink. So just remember, also learn to stop saying to others, oh, you should do this, you should do that, or you must do that, or you have to, because you don't like someone saying that to you. Don't say it to others. In fact, when you're doing this, sometimes there will be some people who will rebel. It's like my bloody minded gene. They'll go, well, I'm going to try this. And if it goes awry, if it's not working out, I have a lesson to learn. So, and of course, it will continue to happen unless I learn the lesson. Stop trying to be perfect. Oh, I've had to learn this, still do actually. I've got moments, these perfectionist moments where, oh no, I need to sort this out. It's not good enough. And it's difficult if you've got this trait because you just keep going and going. And of course, something might never be perfect. There always will be somebody who will criticise or say, oh, well, I could have done better. If you've got a trusted friend, and I had that when I was doing my book, Peter, he's just become a fabulous colleague who looked through everything, and I felt secure in the knowledge that if he said, look, enough is enough, I accepted it. So if you have a true friend, a trusted friend or colleague, not someone who wants to bring you down, and there are many of them around, sadly, so avoid them. You only live once? No. You should learn to live every day to the fullest, with passion, with energy. You only die once. So kind of how do you want to remember? Why not love life in all its beauty? Use all your senses. You see, you hear, you touch, you smell, you taste. And remember, I talked, I think it was yesterday in a few videos about, taking 40 chews to every bite. You taste the food better. Slow down and try and just embrace everything around you. Take a moment to focus on something. So just a wee exercise here, but you can take a moment to focus. Now, it's better if you can focus on something like in nature. So you could look out the window just now, and although it's a brighter day, but there's still some grey clouds. But focus on something. Take a moment to sort of look at it. If you're inside, you can also do this with a memory or something that brings really wonderful memories to you. It could be an ornament, it could be a poem, it could be a book. Just take a moment to look at this object or this item. And then forget about it. And then later, try and remember everything about that item or what you were looking at. And I mean like everything in its the physical sense, its mental sense, its emotional sense. And sometimes you'll find that you actually kind of can't remember because maybe you've not given focus attention on that. But you can just, if you can do it again and take time to look at it, thinking what emotions it raises in you, what were the physical aspects of it, how did it make you feel? Using all your senses will help you to enjoy every moment. And I think we rarely do this. We're rushing around, we've got things to do, we've got, the washing, we've to go to town, we've got shopping, we've got so many things. So take stock, and it's a bit like, I think, was it Monday's video? Slow down. And sometimes even, and people may have noticed this, when I get passionate, I'm talking really, really fast. And I remember I used to say to students that when I'm passionate about something, I will just go like a train and it gets faster and faster. And I used to say to them, please don't sing, just raise your hand. So if there's waving just now, if you were raising your hand and I'm going too fast, I just need to take a deep breath and slow down. So it helps in all aspects of life. Difficult thing to do. We're not all superhuman. I find it difficult, but if I can slow down, then it helps me feel better. Surprise someone with your kindness. Now, do something that cheers someone up and it shows that you care. Now, this is important, particularly during this time of uncertainty. It doesn't mean you have to buy them something. You can phone a friend. Well, I know we need a phone, and obviously we've got the cost of the phone, but you don't need to buy expensive presents, is what I mean. Phone a friend. Or if you're not able to do that, surprise them and smile. Just talk about something that cheers them up and makes them laugh. Tell funny stories. It's about adding a warm-hearted, joyful experience, and it'll make you feel good and them. And hopefully this will have the ripple effect and others will do the same. What a better world it would be. And simple words to use to be kind to others is just, I appreciate you being in my life. I'm grateful for everything you do for me. And of course, it reminded me, you could dress up. Now, I was just thinking back to remember my Easter bonnet morning when I had the hat with the flowers. And do you remember Tiara Thursday when I had the crown of Christmas decorations? I'm sure that made everybody smile. People are going, what is she doing? But if it makes you laugh, makes you smile, and I mean, if people laughed at me, fair enough, but I was able to laugh at myself, and that is the main thing. It doesn't really matter. I cheered myself up and hopefully cheered everyone else up. Another thing I've talked about before is give and accept compliments with grace. Don't have any excuses. Just say thank you. Of course, what else can we do? Maybe not, well, we could do it in public if we're very good at it, but singing, dancing, just practice doing anything that raises your spirits and you will feel better. Those around you will feel better. They'll want to be with you because there's that upbeat energy all around and it just inspires. I'm in the middle of writing my third book in the series. It's been a long haul this year since last November, and it's called The Circle of Life, and it's going to have inspirational sayings and poems by a very talented young lady that, in fact, I met through the Open University, Danielle McGregor. She can whip up a poem and a rhyming poem, and it just fits the situation that we want to talk about. So I'm hoping that that will be something people could just be inspired. And of course, just keep smiling. It costs you nothing. And laughter is the best medicine. Now, I think for today, the affirmation should be for yourself is, I am kind to myself and others. I am warm-hearted. I smile. I laugh. I am grateful for every moment of every day. Now, the videos I'm probably going to be, because that's the number 80 will be on Friday. I'm going to have Smooth Friday to kind of take you into the smooth weekend. And I am thinking that I might start doing these maybe once a week. But I'm open to suggestions, and because I put them up on the YouTube channel and you can look, and I hope what I would like people to do is use Stickomancy. Remember I talked about that. If you've got self-help books or indeed any book, Stickomancy means randomly opening the book, flicking through the pages and just letting your mind kind of wander and let it open at a page. Doesn't matter what book or where, but that page will give you something you need to know at that time. It's very good with self-help books. My own books on self-help, my 7 attributes and my resilience and courage, the key to endurance. These books are, hopefully, yes, they can be read from cover to cover, but I would like them to think that, I'd like to think that they're your friend on your shoulder, so that if you need something in that moment, just lift it, open it, and you will find something you need to learn or you need to know that day. And I think I told the story about taking my friend who, there's no sort of scientific proof to these kind of things. I don't think it's, well, maybe there is. It's mind over matter. But she was anxious about an assessment centre psychometric test she had to go for. And she's a very, very clever lady. And she was moving up to another rank in the government. And she said to me, I haven't been through this, I don't know what to do. I said, she come up to stay with me. And I said, well, let's go into Glasgow. We went into, at that time, no, it was Waterstones. I was thinking it was Borders. It was Waterstones. And we went in and she said, are we having a coffee? I said, well, we will have a coffee. But I just want you to wander round and I'll do the same. And I said, if something catches your eye, a title, a book, a colour, just lift that book and I'll meet you in the coffee shop. Well, about half an hour passed or more, but she came rushing into the coffee shop and she said, look what I found, look what I found. Psychometric tests. Now, she didn't go to any particular department, but it was how to pass or how to help you in undergoing psychometric tests. Now, I do this, I love books, and I do like a hard copy, but often if I love a library, bookshops, I will go in and I could spend hours. In fact, I'd love to visit every library around the world, modern, old, no matter where. And I would sit, and before I kind of wander around the books, and if something catches my eye, I will pick that book up. And I will do what I'm saying. It's called Stickomancy. But you just flick it open and you just find something that you need to know. It never ceases to surprise me. I love it. So try that, and you will find something that you need to learn about, and keep that positive feeling around you. So the meditation for today, I thought, is there's so much talk of holidays and you shouldn't go and you can't go and people are out abroad and they can't come back or they've got to self-isolate. So I thought I would do the beach and horizon, and at least we can imagine we are on holiday. So if you want to, again, we've got to sort of settle ourselves, and we have our feet on the ground, on the carpet, on the ground, because that grounds us. Your shoulders back, you want to feel confident, and just take a deep breath in through the nose. Remember the deep breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing. You breathe in not from the chest, but from the lower abdomen. So as you breathe in, your tummy should move out. You can try this by putting your hand on your tummy. So as you breathe in, your tummy should go out. And as you exhale through the mouth, your tummy should go in. That's deep breathing. It brings you energy and it calms you. So we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Now I think we should close our eyes because we're going to imagine that we're somewhere wonderful. So if we close our eyes now, take a deep breath in through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. Now imagine you're walking on golden sand. It's stretching far into the distance. You feel free. Space is all around you. You can see as far as the horizon. There is only this peaceful scene. The sand, sea, and open space. You feel confident. You feel free. You move forward with a sense of purpose. You can sense the freedom. Take another deep breath in, and as you breathe in, feel the air flow through your body and mind, filling you with confidence. You feel free. You feel positive. Now you can slowly open your eyes and just say to yourself, I feel positive. I am free. I know I can face any challenges with confidence and purpose. I can turn these challenges into opportunities. I live every day and every moment using my senses with confidence and purpose. So remember, there's Caroline, thank you very much. Every day a new life. I hope you've enjoyed that today. As I say, I'm going to be back on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that will be number 80. And I thought I might move into maybe doing one a week, but if you want to post me, do you still want the 3 a week? Are you fed up with my broken record tips? But let me know. Anyway, Friday is 10 o'clock, and I think I'm going to call it Smooth Friday, so we can just smoothly flow into the weekend and beyond. Keep positive, smile, and laughter is the best medicine. And of course, virtual hugs to everybody, and thank you for listening and watching, and see you Friday. Have a fabulous day. Bye.